Agents, what's up? Patrick Wolf here. Today's video is going to be my best PvE build for solo players. So, if you guys like to play solo and you like the PvE content, this build is going to be perfect for you. This is a PvE solo build. This is not for PvP. Do not try this in PvP. You probably could do quite decent damage, but I wouldn't recommend it. This is a utility build with a damage twist. And first and foremost, we need to talk about something, guys. Damage to elites. That's not the most important stat. Guys, I see people specking 110% damage to elites. You are killing yourself. There's way too many stats out there that are better for you, that will help you, especially if you're going to be doing the heroic missions or maybe future raids. So this is the build that I recommend if you guys play solo. I use this build. This is how I speed run my missions and get them done as quick as possible. So this is the build. So first and foremost, guys, you want to be the demolitionist for the grenade launcher and for the LMG damage, because this is sustained damage build. Now we're going to be using this bad boy. The best LMG in the game, in my opinion, the M60. The M249 Bravo is just as good, this one over here. But this one's got Unhinged and Allegro. Now, you're probably wondering, well, this is PvE. Unhinged is a bit ridiculous because of the minus 35% to weapon handling. You'd be right. But I will show you guys why we are going to counteract this. So we're going to be getting the massive 25% damage and the rate of fire while still lasering NPCs, guys, without even struggling whatsoever. So let's carry on because we don't want to dwell too much on that. So I'll explain that later on, guys, in the build. So stick around. We're going to be using the chatterbox with it. Obviously, for the blabbermouth talent, we're not going to actually use this. Well, I mean, if you have to swap to it, it'll still do quite a bit of damage because you got the SMG damage as well. But at the end of the day, blabbermouth is why we want this. To get that extra fire rate because you'll be killing enemies a lot and you could probably reload pretty fast. It doesn't take too long to reload this gun. So the pistol, we don't have to get into this. You guys can use whatever you want. I mean, if you really want to get technical, you could use spike on your pistol to get extra skill damage. But you know, just to maybe fully utilize the talents a bit more. But it's a bit of a waste because it's a bit clunky swapping weapons in this game, unfortunately, as you guys know. All right, so this build is going to be primarily for the harder content. Um, there's a lot of purple NPCs in this game, guys. It's not just all elites. So that's another reason why we don't want to stack too much damage to elites. It's good to have a bit because obviously the hardest enemies are going to be the golden guys, which are the elites. So this is our wheel. 3 damage, 8 shield, 9 electronics. Why have we got this? Now, we don't really need that much damage because we spec'd into talents like Unhinged. And we will have other things like other buffs in the talents, which I'm going to get into right now. So, first and foremost, you guys can probably tell if you know this game well already. You can see that we're going to get all our weapon handling back. Well, we'll still only have a few percent missing, but we get a chunk of it back in the form of 20%. This ongoing directive is a really good set. It's a really good two-piece for PvE, guys. It helps, especially if you guys are console players and you're not good at aiming. So cooldown reduction, and then we go damage to elites. That's perfect for me. I like that. Cooldown reduction is going to be really good for getting our skills back as quick as we can because obviously you're going to be by yourself and you want your chem launcher to always be able to heal you a lot. Now, the next piece is going to be this bad boy right here, and this is very important, guys, because you want to have the cooldown reduction. We are stacking cooldown reduction in this build. Skill power 5% because when you're alone solo, you need to heal yourself as much as you can, and you are going to heal so well with this build. You will never, guys, you pop one chem launcher, by the time the next one's ready, you'll be fully healed within a second. It's really strong for self-healing. So bonus armor, that's a really good roll there. I'm happy with that. Health over there as well. These are important because we need to make it similar enough to correspond for the talents because the talents have certain amounts that they need. It requires 7 or more. So I've got 8, as you can see, guys. So make sure it's going to be a bit tricky getting the right pieces, but you'll get there. So Bloodsucker is very important for this build. Depleting an enemy's armor adds a stack of 20% bonus armor for 20 seconds. So you're going to be slaying enemies with this LMG, guys. Constant sustained damage, and you're going to be getting your armor back very quickly. So the survivability on this build is amazing. You'll be firing down your LMG, dropping your chem launcher every now and again with the talent on the backpack as well, which we're going to get into now. You're going to be just constantly healing and getting your armor back. It's better than just stacking into damage. So this is the way that guys can survive a lot better. So try and get those pieces with those rolls if you can. Now the holster is not too important because it's obviously ongoing directive, and ongoing directive likes to roll skill power attributes. So we got skill power cooldown reduction, great. And then all these mods, guys, all the mods we're going to put on the gear, just put your best mods. That's all we can say. The skill power and the defensive ones. Put max armor rolls, max skill power rolls, just the best ones that you guys have. We don't have to get into too much detail because it depends what you guys have. So the backpack, this is also very important, guys. Do not skip this out. We need, obviously this is the two piece with the skill power, but weapon damage health, make sure you guys have this. Hazard protection really does help in PvE if you guys don't know, from burning, from shock, from those guys who shock you when they hit you with the bats. This is the difference between surviving and dying. So definitely try and put this on your build. It does make a big difference. This is one of the most important skills, my favorite skill in PvE, hands down, safeguard. The changes that are coming to it, who cares for now, because we're going to be using this until then, because they might patch this, but we're not 100% sure yet. Things can change at any time. So when you guys kill an enemy, you get 150% bonus to healing. Now, your skill power can be 1 or 0, and you guys will be able to heal yourself almost instantly. It's a great, great talent to have, and it really helps the solo player. I would not run any solo build without this talent, so make sure you guys put this one on. This is where it gets interesting now. So what I've got right here is obviously you don't want to roll crit chance on here if your crit chance is good, but it doesn't matter because we're trying to get it a bit up close to the talent's cap, which is compensated. Weapon damage is increased by 15%. So that's an additional 15% on top of the unhinged, guys. When your critical chance is below 20%. So mine's below, so I get that to proc 3 or less. So this gives you a whole massive bunch of damage, not just to elites, but to everyone else. So it's really, really strong. Because when you guys must understand that when you're stacking damage to elites, as you can see, um, it's red. So not all enemies are elites. There's a lot of different types, and they always pop up all the time, and there'll be the difference between killing someone and not killing someone. So I don't want to get too much into that, but moving on. So you guys need another piece of Gear Guard. This one piece of Gear Guard gives you total armor 5%. This is great. In any build, I would recommend always trying to run one piece of Gear Guard. Bonus armor, damage to elites, nice. Just gives it that little bit of elevation in the elite section. I'm happy with that piece. So yeah, guys, this build is going to focus around using the chem launcher and the revive hive. Now, we don't want to spec too much into the hive because we just want to use it. It's basically a holstered talent. So we're going to be, when you're holding it on you, if you go down, it automatically procs and it revives you. It is a bit bugged sometimes, but it works for me all the time. I don't really have problems. Make sure to put some decent mods on there. Yeah, it really does help you quite a bit. If you do stack into it, you do get a bit more revive armor. So it's always good to do that. But make sure you guys use this. It helps in solo builds, definitely does a lot. Then this is the main one, Chem Launcher, the reinforcer. So you guys need to make sure you use this one because it's gonna all work together. So you're gonna be doing massive damage. You're gonna be being stable while draining enemies. While gaining armor back from doing damage. Plus all the weapon damage from unhinged and this talent right here. Damage to elites perks, safeguard. Sorry, not safeguard. Yes, safeguard is going to give you all that massive healing from that chem launcher that you'll ever need, and it's really great because you're going to be shredding through NPCs. So the quicker we shred through them with all these damage buffs, the quicker that we can proc some of these talents. So this build, it just synergizes really well, and I'm very, very happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So if you do, leave a like, and just pop a little comment saying maybe we can adjust it by changing this, changing that. I love your guys' ideas. I look at them, I check them out. So let's have a look at the stats quickly, guys. Everything is procced. We're getting max utility from this build, that is for sure. I'm very happy with the way that this build has come out. Uh, well, truth be told, guys, I have been using this build for quite a while now. I just wanted to perfect it for you guys. Some of the pieces were missing the wrong things, like damage to elites or the glove talent that gives us extra damage. So we got 26 weapon damage. It's not great. Okay, you can get up to 30% when you're doing like a PvP build, but remember we want max utility, and this doesn't count with the glove talent. It doesn't, for some reason it's bugged, so we are going to get way more damage than what it says there. So crit chance 7, that's obviously not a problem because of the talents. Range, whatever, reload speed 10%. I would like to get that a bit higher, to be honest. Maybe instead of Allegro we could maybe put a reload speed bonus on it. That would be pretty good. Weapon handling, then all weapons damage bonus 30%. I love it. 15% right there, LMG. not bad. Damage units 40%. That is on the medium scale. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I like it. With all the extra damage you got on top of it, you're going to be smacking every type of NPC, not just the elites. So it does work. 226k armor, pretty decent. We didn't want to get it too high. I'd rather go for other things like cooldown reductions that help us with our skills. Max health, burn resistance is good. This is all good. This is all from the that backpack talent, guys, that gives you the hazard protection. So do you see what I mean? It gives you a bit of everything. So it's actually really important. So don't overlook it, boys. Cooldown reduction, 25%. That is really nice. I love it. Chem launcher skill power, we got 1723. I'm happy with that. 1700 is not bad. So yeah, guys, that's the stats. And anyways, guys, that's the build. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys are a solo player like I am, and you like to just do everything solo, really, then you'll love this build. It works really well. You can laser NPCs from. Okay, wow. You can really laser them, guys. If you're on console as well, with all this weapon handling that we have stacked on, it also helps your reload speed as well. It just really works. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, click that notification bell, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.